everybody. Welcome to the Metal Cell Christmas party. And, yeah, it is basically a Christmas party, and it's also the 2021 Best of in the Irish metal music scene. So, been really looking forward to this, and it's been really difficult, lads, isn't it? I found it very hard to try and figure shit out.
One of the hardest things I've done in the last 2 years, including the pandemic.
This is going to be, and I'm like, I watch now, I'll jinx myself. It's the first year ever that I'm doing this, that everything that all my picks were actually in the year I was supposed to pick them. None of them are from the year before. And I made sure.
Yeah, I guarantee you we'll fuck up somewhere or other anyway.
It'll probably be me this year.
Oh, no, watch. I'll actually be the only one prepared. List
for sure.
Okay, we just say hello to everybody. Adrian, Jason, Strangers with Guns. Yo. Veronica, Colt. How are you, man? John, Collard. Hey, John. Fuck it, nice one. Leon Hemper, Dave Longan, and Ed. So far, anyway. So,
Jason.
Awesome.
On the boys.
How are the lads? We were joined tonight by Howard, who is also a fantastic co-host. Thanks, man. I haven't seen you in ages. How are you keeping?
It's been a while. Been busy, Richie.
I know you have.
It's been a while.
Pray tell.
Glad to be back, though.
Have we got new releases on the horizon?
Yeah, coming up very, very soon. We've got the Pt.1 and Magnapina ones, I would imagine. Magnapina will be in January for sure.
Class.
And
release them at the same time and clash with your own band, like.
It'd be a confusing campaign.
Yeah. Not that it wouldn't be anyway, like.
This is it.
So,
but delighted to be back. It's great to see everybody.
Yeah. Jesus. And the Magnapina one you said is January.
Yeah, that's looking like January. We got the Masters back about 3 weeks ago now, and we're just looking at the 16-week wait for vinyl, which is quite long. So we might push it out a little bit more in the new year. But we might do pre-orders around January, I would guess, and CD version should be available at the end of January.
That's class, man. Looking forward to that. And Pt.1.
And there's a video coming as well, actually, in January for the Magnapina. We shot it there a couple of weeks back.
Actually.
I completely forgot about that.
Was that down Bantry or somewhere like that? Where were you?
We were in Fermoy, in Ballyhooly, and Mike has a place out there. No better place. The locals are cows. It was fantastic. We lined the room with as many speakers as we could find and fit, and just went to town. It was great crack. So if you want to see a bunch of 40-year-old men dancing around the living room in front of a wall of speakers.
40-year-old men. Jesus Christ. I was hoping to get an input.
Richie.
You're 50, Richie. You can't be invited.
I'm soon to be
You're the week after.
I need a week to recover for most fucking things anyway. Deep breaths. Okay, so we're going to go into it. There's a load of people on. Hello to everybody again. Alan, Bullman, Tomas, Owen, Wayne, Ian, Shane, Peter. Hey, Pete! Where's Pete watching?
He's at his home place. He's fixing one of our cars, or one of our cars. We have one car.
Yeah. I was like telling us about the Christmas hamper that he got as well and everything. One of the cars he's fixing.
One of the cars.
The second Merc is after going down.
One of our one cars he's fixing.
Half the car.
Yeah. So he won't be jumping out of the closet tonight.
For fuck's sake. I was hoping
One
for
day.
the Christmas
the time
edition.
to do it. Like,
Yeah. Okay, so will we get into it? The nitty gritty. No. Joe? Just check, is Joe's microphone working?
Is it still being arsey?
No way!
There you are.
Hey.
Accidentally realised that I had a recording program open.
That's why I was asking, do you have any
echo on the vocals?
Yeah. I was like, you sound very like...
I'm trying to sound a wee bit more sexy in 2022.
You sound effervescent.
Joe, you'll always be sexy, man. Just flick that hair.
And the best voice of the podcast goes to Joe.
Yeah.
Thanks very much. I've got some marijuana oil and I've got frozen bottles of left.
Oh, wow.
Let's get nuts.
Howard, he's out Howard you tonight. How is that possible?
It's early days. I got my Christmas lights popping here. It's early yet.
I've 8 cans of Pratsky.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I am definitely going to have to piss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Danielle, for the second time, is drinking out of our Hellfest mug. Classic.
Yeah, it's Hellfest. It's class. It's actually Emma's. She's downstairs, and it's got Motorhead on it too. It's pretty fucking cool.
Okay, class. Yeah. Right. Let's get into it. Okay, best album in the Irish metal scene in 2021. Where do we start? Howard, we go to you, man.
Well, fuck it anyway.
I'm going to pick on you all night now because of that reaction.
So I have to be careful here now because I'm not sure if it came out this year. But but I've been listening to it for quite some time because I was lucky enough to get a preview of it 2 years ago or so. But the Soothsayer release.
Yeah, that was this year. Yeah.
Yeah, Echoes of the Earth class.
So for me, yeah, that's just my favorite, I think, of the things I've heard this year. I've heard very little, to be fair, but, I love the boys in Soothsayer anyway, but we practiced across the way for them in Blackpool as well, so we were privy to a lot of the lead up to it and things like that, so, we know what went into it, and it sounds fucking great.
Yeah, brilliant.
So yeah, that's the best album of 2020, Soothsayer, Echoes of the Earth.
Cool.
2021, you mean?
2021. What did I say?
2020.
Yeah, it's going to be one of those nights.
It's a time traveling album, like
Echoes of the past.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I fucking pre-gamed for about an hour, so.
Hey.
Okay, Danielle. Have you got any shout-outs beforehand, or do you want to just name?
Yeah, I have a few shout-outs, and I'm going to preface this, but I didn't pick Gamma Bomb or Worn Out for any of them, just in case people thought that I was taking bribes.
Worn Out was an
pick us either,
Yeah, so that would be really strange if you just picked Ye for everything.
Especially best international band.
Yeah.
I'm just going to rip up all the Gamma Bomb stuff that I just... Fuck's sake.
So I suppose shout-outs... the All Ireland Metal Project, that deserves a shout out just because of how much went into it.
Yeah, nice.
Production value. There's something on it for everybody, and the amount of work that went into that is just absolutely outstanding. So take a bow, everybody. So that deserves a shout out. One that I probably haven't really mentioned on the podcast, but I started listening to recently is By Curious Reconstructed.
Great album.
I really enjoyed it actually, and I didn't really know what to expect. I didn't know much about By Curious, but I really enjoyed it. It's a good bop off it. Another one is Corvona. I really enjoyed their album as well. Love that they sing in Irish. It's not all the same on that. Like, you be kind of thrown by a few songs in a good way. You're kind of like, I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
So they're kind of my shout outs. But again, to echo Howard, I picked Echoes of the Earth by Soothsayer as my album of 2021. Oh. And also, if some of them were EPs, like if I
did
some album.
They weren't.
No, they're all albums.
Calm down. The EPs will be coming.
I had 3 sips, lads.
3 sips and I'm in 2019.
In 40 minutes time she'll be going, I'm telling you.
And then another thing.
Joseph, over to you, my friend. And congratulations on your album as well, but was that in 2020 and then the singles bled into 2021?
December 2020.
Yeah,
so it was.
Awesome.
But yeah, Strangers with Guns for me. I thought it was great.
Class.
Very, very, very good album. And they've obviously been going at it fairly hard because they didn't they do one just right before lockdown as well?
They did.
I think. Yeah.
That was the one with Kants on it. What was that one?
Disenfranchised fetus.
Was that this year?
No, that was last year.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the one this year was really, really good. And I think there's a bit of something for everyone in their sound. Like they are heavy, but they're incredibly accessible, and you could see them going the distance,
And nice guys as well. Lunatics, but nice guys as well. So, well done, lads. Joe's vote. That was pretty cool, Joe. Do you want to give...
No. I think for this, I might have 1 or 2 other ones, but for me, I think Baylor's album is it's just the one. Like that should get it. It's the amount of work put into it, the quality of it, how the reception they've got from it. It's phenomenal. Like it's a debut it's one that in 10 years time it's still going to be unbelievable. Do you know what I mean? So just the lads should be very, very proud. I'm sure they are. But that's my pick. I don't even see the point in mentioning any others. No offense to anyone else, but
you have to fucking mention others. I'll mention them for you.
I love By Curious as well. That By Curious album is absolutely savage. But once I saw Best Album, I actually didn't even think of anyone else. I just wrote Baylor down straight away.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to run through the ones that I liked. Molly Byrne, first of all, I really enjoyed that. In Shroud, brilliant. Darkness Grips Us All. Nobody knows who's in the band. Fantastic album. Dread Sovereign as well. All Chemical Warfare. That was a brilliant album. The Boys in Lugoski with Video Nasty. Big shout out to the lads. Fantastic effort. Acid Age, Semper Pessimus. Up your side of things, Joe. They had a launch there. Was it last weekend or the weekend? Great album as well.
A couple of
2 weeks ago
yeah.
or something, was it?
Yeah. A band that I never heard of and came out of nowhere, the Vicious Head Society as well. Extinction level event. If you're really into your techno music and brilliant ability again, musicianship, fantastic. So I'm getting down really to the nitty gritty now. The All Ireland Metal Project, Asheri, Part 1 and 2, absolute. As you said, Daniel, fantastic. Stuffed in there for everybody, and the amount of effort went into that, which I think it was maybe 140 musicians all in all. I could be wrong. It's 120, 140. So down really now to Soothsayer, Echoes of the Earth. Big shout out to the lads. Corvona as well, Awan, amazing as well. But Album of the Year for the Metal Cell podcast is Baylor, Disposable Youth. Congratulations, lads.
It has to be. Go on, the lads.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well deserved.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And Evan, you summed it up, man. They just put their heart and soul into it, and the 4 video releases, what was it? They filmed
The documentary
as well.
Cool.
Their merch, everything. They really gave it all, and
Yeah.
And I said, there's no fat in that album at all, man. Seriously heavy.
It's heart, soul, and cock and balls is what it is.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. I was just wondering, did anyone agree with us there? The Baylor album is Savage Ian. Strangers with Guns. Congratulations with Baylor. To Baylor. Dave Long and Baylor. Yeah. Strangers with Guns again. Legend. Thank you, Joe, for that. Okay, cool. Right, we'll move on. Best EP next. We're going to start with you, Ed.
I have Bitter Pill for this.
Okay. Shout out to the lads.
It's just so heavy hitting, and I've listened to it a lot. You know, like wanted to do a lot of shows with the lads just because that EP is absolutely sick. I think they're kind of, I won't say reviving because that's almost like saying it was dead, but they're really starting to be like this whole new wave of Dublin hardcore, and you know, love to see it. They've been pushing it loads, and it's just hefty. It just sounds sick. I love it, like savage.
Are they from Dublin? Where are they from?
Dublin, yeah. They're from Dublin, yeah.
Okay. And what's the name of the album again?
Is it Predator Emulating Prey?
I think it is actually something like that. Yeah.
I know that's one of the singles, but
yeah, we were hoping to get them on the show this year, but we'll definitely get them on next year.
They fucking goofed
if they can get their shit together.
That's a fucking call out.
So yeah, cool.
Love the lads, absolute legends.
Was there any other EPs that's low for you? You're just gonna name one and walk away.
I'm just gonna name one because once I start going, my brain turns off.
That's fine. Cool. Daniel, EP of the year. I think we'll agree on a few of these. Go on.
So I made an error
anyway,
here.
that's all that matters.
I made an error here. I thought Become a Pope by Strangers with Guns was an EP, not an album. I think they said that in the interview with them, that they said they thought it was an EP.
But they're so clever, they can kind of... They're at it again, man. They've got a foot in each fucking EP and album. So good marketing, lads.
Yeah, so that's one of my shout outs. So I also Hashmaker Attack of the 50-Foot Lobster. I really enjoyed that.
I totally forgot about the lads. Jesus Christ.
I keep seeing that as once someone pointed it out, like it looks like Attack of the Soft Lobster. There's a 5 and a 0.
Soft Lobster. Fraught Splitting Tongues.
Oh yeah.
Really enjoyed that at the start of the year. But my EP of the year had to go to Nomadic Rituals, Tides. Absolutely loved it. Absolutely deadly. And a grower of an EP as well. Something that took me a few listens to get into, but I think generally the best stuff takes a few listens to get into. So yeah, that's my...
And did you see them at the Siege?
I didn't tell you the story, did I? I missed them at the Siege because I had to go home. Yeah, so...
Oh, and I fucking missed the Siege, and you missed...
Yeah, and I remember I was raving. I was like, oh, Nomadic Rituals, can't wait to see them at the Siege. But one of my friends got thrown out, and I had to take them home.
Yeah.
Don't mention names, but we all know who it was.
No. Yeah.
It's really hard to get thrown out of the Siege as well.
No, it's
really
fairly easy that year, to be honest. Like,
it's really easy.
Yeah.
Really easy.
Before we go on there, I just want to give a shout out to 5-year-old Owen who's watching. I didn't want to leave that one.
Welcome to the lunatic asylum.
Yeah, hopefully he ends up nothing like me.
Okay, yeah, brilliant selection with Nomadic Rituals. Fantastic. What an EP. What an EP. Joe.
Saint Slaughter. They're like a thrash band from Dublin.
Yes.
Pretty good. Like there hasn't been an awful lot of thrash or traditional metal kind of coming out in Ireland this year. So
can you pronounce it?
Saint Slaughter.
No, the EP.
Oh, the name of the
EP. I don't even know what it is. Never mind.
Venosa. It's one of mine. Right. Yeah. So shout out to Tom and Saint Slaughter.
Yeah, the drumming and guitar playing, and it was awesome.
It is.
Very reminiscent of Megadeth. So big thumbs up.
Yeah, I mean, I really loved it. Jesus Christ, that came out of nowhere. I know they've been around for a long time as well, but
yeah, they've been about for a while, and I think they were working on it, over the course of lockdown and stuff. But yeah, like I was surprised by how pro it sounded. So
yeah, they were playing. Who were they playing with lately, Joe? There was a Dublin gig there, Saint Slaughter, Crossfire.
Oh yeah, Psychosis and some other bands.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, cool. Howard.
Right. So I don't know. So it's like these are technically demos, I guess, but I think they're good enough to be referred to as EPs. I'm pretty sure he does himself anyway. But Fuilna Shanquilta.
Class.
He's got a couple of releases up from this year, and I suppose you could call them demos, but for me, it's an EP, I guess. It's highly recommended you go check it out. It's on Bandcamp. Fuilna Shanquilta. He's a great young kid, and nothing fancy in terms of production or anything like that, but it's just fucking in its own little pocket there, and it's fucking great. It is absolutely great.
And where's he from? He wasn't on... How'd you come across him?
Is it the kid that we had on? Have I got the fucking back
him?
wrong?
Is that how you pronounce it?
That's not.
Black metal.
Yeah.
He's a little legend. He is. Yeah. I just couldn't pronounce it. Like it's like when you read a book and you don't know how to pronounce someone's name, and then you say it out loud, and you're like,
Minnie from Harry Potter.
Blue. Yeah.
Hamid Clark-Goyega. Arena.
Fucking hell, I was there going...
Yeah, Fuilna Shanquilta.
It's Tom Hines.
It's Bralum Tins.
It's Bralum Tins. But Nomadic Rituals Ties is certainly up there. That'd be the more conventional choice, I guess, for myself. But Fuilna for something a little bit different. Feroshi
Gan Inuakta, I think. Something like that. Yeah, it's a Guide to Self-Destruction EP was the one he released lately, and The Silent Moon at Dawn was the album. So yeah, big shout out to Tom Hines there, but the way you said it there is going, fucking hell, don't tell me there's another young fella going around with this fucking mad Irish thing going on.
There's too many young lads around now.
Tom Hines, I can't fucking, the name just escaped me completely.
Yeah.
And the actual name of the band didn't, like. Fucking flew by Bagoogloo. Oh, Tom Hines, like.
This is great. Okay, so I'm going to go through my ones, and there's a great choice again, and you'll recognize some of them because they've been said already. So Nomadic Rituals, Tides, absolutely fucking brilliant. Strangers with Guns, Become a Pope. Foreign Wolf, Your Weapons, Your Words. Yep. Absolutely brilliant album, lads. Or EP, I should say. Faroon, John Murphy there. The Relapse and Elapse EP, brilliant.
Is that a redo of old stuff, the Faroon thing, or is that a new thing? You know?
Some is new, some is old stuff. Yeah. But the majority of it is new, from what I know. New Mud as well, Void. That was a brilliant EP.
Yeah.
Fraught, Splitting Tongues. Hashmaker, Attack of the 50-Foot Lobsters. Sane Slaughter, Intra Venosa. Gamma Bomb, Thunder Over London.
Tune.
Yeah, that was a 3-song EP.
Yeah.
So fucking class. That was great, Joe. And Machina Core as well. I'd nudge you find that. It's Blood in Code. He was with
Blood in Cove.
Blood in
Code.
Oh, Code. I was like, oh, it's very specific.
Blood because Cove seems like such a nice
Titanic.
Yeah. Blood in Ballyhooly.
Oh God Almighty! Yeah, Machina Core is Morrow out of Senescence, Joe.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So that's his band. That's a great EP as well. But best EP, Worn Out Waste.
I didn't even think I was allowed to be fucking. Really?
Absolutely brilliant.
I had you down on the list as well. I just didn't want to say it.
Yeah, I was. Yeah.
Fuck them. It's the best EP out there. Thank you.
And I wasn't sure if it was an EP or not either, so.
I don't even know what it is. Like, it's done now.
Yeah, it's done.
Fucking thank you.
It's
Appreciate
brilliant. It's brilliant. Jesus Christ, you're joking.
It's excellent. It really is.
You're joking me. Okay, so congratulations, Worn Out there for Waste. Okay. This is another one. Like, this is so hard. This is a really hard one as well. Best single. So, Evan, I'm going to start with you this time.
The best single for me is a band that I've always loved, and it was my number one played song, even my Spotify Wrapped, but Sour by Chemical Addiction.
Yes, great
band
single.
from Kilkenny. It's like, I don't really think they have that grunge sound, but like that Alice in Chains thing, but just, I think vocally, Dan just makes that song so epic. Do you know, like, it's I think he has my favorite voice in the Irish scene of across all genres. But if that was a vinyl now, the thing would be fucking warped. Or like, I've listened to, I think it came up on my Spotify Wrapped that I listened to it 614 times.
Not all.
Jesus Christ.
Something
What
like that.
Yeah.
Twice a day.
I swear I got fucking obsessed with it. Like, I love that band so much. But yeah, I absolutely love. If you haven't heard it, have a listen to it.
But you were in them for a while, Ev, weren't you?
Yeah, when they were shit. No. Yeah, I was for a while, but even when like before I joined the band, I was a massive fan. After I was in the band, I'm an even bigger fan now. So, you know, they 100%. I think if people listen to it, they'll see why it's so good and 612 times repeatable.
Okay, Danielle.
So I'm just going to say one.
Give us a few shout outs.
No,
okay.
The one, The Adversary by Grey Stag. Adversary. I listened to that inside out, back to front. It's fucking class. Again, it was a grower for me. When I first heard it, I was like, oh yeah, it's so cool. But I wasn't like...
It's not obvious.
And then I started growing, and the more I listened to it, the more I loved it. Like, from straight away, I was like, oh yeah, it's a good tune, but like not like in love. It took a while. But I listened to it so much over like the end of the summer. It's fucking class. So it's unreal.
And you saw that played live, I presume. Don't say you missed fucking.
No, I didn't miss Grey Stag at Bloodstock. No, and I'm hoping to catch them now in Cork. I'm hoping to come down to you for that Dead Cult gig. So it'll be class.
Evan, is that still scheduled to be played in Fred's? Can you reveal any?
It's in March, isn't it?
I'm not Fred's, man.
No, but is it down to be in Fred's though?
It's down to be in Fred's. That's
okay. All right.
Like everyone else knows as much as I do, I guess.
Yeah. That's fine. Okay, fucking hell. I hope that goes ahead as some lineup. Jesus
so
Christ.
do I. And I hope the Zora one goes ahead, and I hope the 8 other gigs I've booked goes ahead.
Yeah. Not nice. Howard, best single?
So for me, it's a Cork band that I think Evan has been involved with as well, actually. The Last Vinci.
Yeah, absolutely.
Gallo.
Yeah, absolute banger.
Fucking great tune, great video.
Big love to Alex and the lads.
100%.
Wouldn't be my usual choice, to be fair. It's not the kind of music that I
it's not actually. Fucking fair play to you.
It's only recent as well, but Jesus Christ, it's really well done. Big fan of the lads since, and great guys. Alex is
top people.
The nicest guy in the scene, hands down. Like.
And David Newman out as well. Glitter Ball.
Glitter Slaughterhouse.
Yeah, that's fucking brilliant as well, man.
That's my favourite one on the album.
They're on fire, and it's great to see.
You've let that slip. You've heard the album.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, sure. I had to fucking learn the songs to play with them. Like,
oh, fuck yeah. Jesus Christ.
I didn't just wing it on the day. Actually, no, I did.
Okay, Joe, over to you.
Go for Lovely Worn Out. Aren't they lovely fellows?
Aren't they lovely boys?
Brilliant tune.
Yeah.
Like really, like for having to wait the whole way through lockdown for it, it sounded great. So for fair play to yous. Definitely mission accomplished, look, you know.
I'm looking like a right cunt now that I didn't pick you for anything.
Danielle,
I'm staying in your house tomorrow. You'll make it fine.
Yeah, there you go.
He's just going to dirty protest my house.
Oh, yeah. I'm not even getting the bed. I'm getting the couch. So
sorry.
Jesus Christ. And why are you traveling? Why are you traveling down tomorrow to see what's on? Give him a shout out.
No one likes me, and no one wants to hang out with me in Cork.
Who are you going to see? Come on.
Zora, Settler, and is it Realm Kingdom?
Realm are fucking awesome.
Yeah.
That's in Limerick, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm going down to that tomorrow now. I think I've been to Limerick. This will be like my 4th or 5th time now since gigs are going back. Shout out to John and Kieran and all the boys.
Yeah, keep them coming, lads. Keep them coming. Okay, so
thank you, Joe.
A massive shout out there to Worn Out again for best single from Joe. Cool. Okay, I'm going to go through these. Just spoiled for choice for singles. The Risen Dread White Night. Brilliant. Worn Out, Miles Away. Strangers with Guns, Fuck the American Dream. Brilliant single. Neon Empire, City Lights. Grey Stag, The Adversary. Words That Burn, Den of Lions. Super. And brilliant set over Bloodstock as well, lads. Congrats. In Shroud, Stare Back at Me. Survivalist as well, Ev. They supported you in Northern Ireland. Of Mindfulness and Sloth, that's a fantastic single. If you haven't heard it yet. The Crawling Sparrow. Chemical Addiction, Sour. And now we get down to the two that I really loved. And runners up were Foreign Wolf, Afterthought. And,
great tune, yeah.
And the best single was Baylor, Gateway Drug for me. So.
Yeah, well deserved.
Yeah. So congratulations again, Baylor, on that. Brilliant, and very different. It caught a lot of people, as I said to Chris on the interview. It caught a lot of people on the hop the way that song was stylized. It was very different, but it was Baylor, but it wasn't. You know, especially with the girl vocals as well. Running through it as well. Very different.
Yeah, they didn't even know her. She just happened to be recording in the studio
even
next.
Just mad like that story.
That's gas.
Yeah, it is gas. So well done, Baylor, on that. Now, I love this section. Best artwork for an album or an EP. Danielle, we'll go into you first.
So I suppose there's 3 that kind of stood out to me. So Hashmaker, and I know that was Colin Bulger that did that because it's just fucking hilarious having Freds and everything in it.
Yeah, by the way, I love your long sleeve, Danielle. It's really nice. Shout out to Panam.
Thanks. That's getting a shout out later for me now.
It's one of my favorite long sleeve tops in a long while.
Yeah. It's the cuffs. It's the cuffs that are class.
Yeah.
You know?
It's all about the cuffs.
Sorry. That's not the only thing that makes it class.
I genuinely wore mine for about 4 days, including drumming in it as well. Like the first day I got it. It's lovely, yeah. Oh, it's gorgeous.
I actually bought one for Pete. First of all, because I was like, I'll get the Dead Club t-shirt. And I pulled it out of the packaging when it arrived, and I was just like, fuck, why didn't I get myself one? Shit. And then we seen Appleton with Crows there, and I was literally like, I'll take one.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So they washed the car with the other one, like they washed both of the cars with them.
One of the cars.
But yeah, cuffs are very important, though. There's a quick story for you. I was over in Cologne in Germany. And we went into...
Just going to go to the loo here while Richie's telling us.
Work away, it's live. We're doing it live.
Fuck, it's live. Okay, sorry, lads. I'm going to just keep going anyway. So, myself and my buddy are over in this bar, and you pay a tenner in and you drink all night, okay? But we had to be there in relation to get a job because... okay, so there was an ex-girlfriend there as well that was telling me to fucking socialise and get a job, right? So we...
Fuck her.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we just drank the life out of it, basically, and didn't do any socialising, right? And so she was so disgusted with us that she said, right, we're going. You just have just fucking taken the complete piss. And we get into this taxi, and the two of us are just seriously fucking drunk. And the taxi driver is shouting at my mate going, he's sick. He's not going to get into my car. He's going to get sick. And I'm there. He's grand, man. He's okay. We're after having a bit of beer. We're okay. And he was like really kind of aggressive. And I said, look, dude, we're good. We're going to get into the back. All is good. So my ex-girlfriend went to sat in the front, right? And my mate just falls forward. I goes, don't get fucking sick. And he's going to kick the shit out of us. See, this guy now was this like 6'5" Romanian type dude. Like,
I think I remember you telling me this before.
And next minute he starts going, So I pulled out. He was wearing a long sleeve top. I pulled out the long sleeve top and shoved his head, and he vomited down into the long sleeve. And that's the essence of having good cuffs, because the cuffs he had were shit, and it just spilled all over the place.
So I can get sick down this way.
Dave, this is like, I don't know why Dave didn't tell people, Dave Longan now, but he tested every single long sleeve and got sick on every single one of them. And they held, and it was perfect. Yeah. Like, tried and tested. The Longan, a seal of puke
test.
Yeah.
My apologies. Joe's back now. Sorry. Go on, Daniel.
Don't be apologising because Joe's back.
So I said album artwork, Hashmaker, Nomadic Rituals. That's fucking really cool. And remember, we asked him about it. He was like, "Oh, it's just a photo that was taken." I thought it was like this big fancy thing that was done. No, it was a photo he took. But number one for me was Soothsayer, Echoes of the Earth, and it was done by Liam Hughes, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah, the singer. Yeah.
Class. Cool. Great. Yep. Great call. Yeah. Okay, Howard, over to you. You look anxious there.
My natural disposition.
Yeah.
This is artwork, isn't it?
Yes,
it is
artwork for an album already. Yeah.
I'll echo what Danielle said, and said Soothsayer was a really, really good one. Liam always does a great job. Another shout out to the Corvona cover, which was really interesting. Owen was the name of the album, I think it was.
Yeah,
Marie Guinness. Yeah, she's class.
Yeah. I mean, she's god tier anyway, but it's great to see it on a release like that. But I'm gonna go for Worn Out's artwork. I think it's great.
Wow,
to be honest, I'm actually going to add. I'm going to add that in my own, because it's not like I made it. James Sheridan is
class.
James Sheridan.
He is unreal.
Yeah. So one thing I'm not band, because it's not actually me. You know, it's fucking incredible.
He's so good.
Mm-hmm.
But it looks great. It just everything just seems to fit the aesthetic of whatever is going on. I don't know. It just straight away you get what's happening, and for me that's kind of cool.
He's phenomenal. Like, he's phenomenal.
He is, yeah. We're lucky to have him.
I think he did some work for Linkus as well few years back, didn't he?
Yeah. That's actually how I think he was doing stuff with the Linkus.
Yeah.
He did a few things with Baylor, and he did the Dead Cult t-shirts as well.
Oh, did he?
Savage.
Yeah,
Cool.
Yeah, I
thought that was you, man.
Me? Have you see, man? You should see my handwriting and know that I'm no good at any of that. It's autistic.
I just said it for your reaction. That was classic.
No, not at all.
I just love your eyes open fully there.
Yeah, could you imagine my eyes were able to open like fucking the smallest eyes? No, yeah, shock me, and that's the only way you'll see what color my eyes are like.
Oh God! Right. So, Evan, did you nominate your favorite one yet?
I'm definitely nominating. It's not worn out. It's James Sheridan for the work he did with us. 100%. I also have Soothsayer down as well. Mm-hmm. I have Hashmaker, but my favorite is Gamma Bomb. But I'm only after realizing now that Sea Savage came out December 2020, did it?
Graham Humphreys, Sea Savage, absolutely, yeah. It came out in December, fuck it, yeah.
Fuck it. I thought I'd have them all perfect now.
Yeah. See, there you go. I knew you'd fucking get what we catch it for one anyway.
Yeah, fuck it anyway. But yeah, I would have picked Sea Savage as number one just because I've literally got the image of it on my on my screen, and just you can go into tiny little it's fucking excellent.
Giant sea monkey. It's high concept. Concept there, isn't it?
Sea monkey, yeah. The 16-bit version of it,
Working with your man Graham Humphreys, we grew up looking at his art because he did the video covers for Nightmare on Elm Street and
Jesus,
Evil Dead and all that sort of stuff on VHS back in the day.
Yeah.
So we were always looking at the meal oh my God.
It's a great story, man.
For ye as well, to get that, because I know you absolutely. You have an Evil Dead poster somewhere, don't you, in the house? Yeah.
My heart.
Yes.
Joe, are you going to nominate your own, or were you conscious that it was in December 2020, Evan?
Fuck it, I'm counting it.
For me,
it's only been a year.
Best artwork for me, probably Dread Sovereign. I really like it. I think it definitely.
Oh yeah,
it suits
all Chemical Warfare.
The vibe of their music, and it's kind of
it's a good one,
Prince type thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just it just really suits them, and it captures the sort of tone of the music pretty well as well. So, and I have an aversion to fucking things that were created on PCs like that,
Yeah.
Grew up when all the metal demos were picture a mountain with their girlfriend's face on the side of it. Or
actually, I nearly fucking lost it there. I was looking at I wrongly looked at the comments, and second I saw Con Doyle's name, I was like, here we go. He just wrote, because I was going to bring it up, he just wrote, show us your bum, Howard.
Just for you.
Here she comes.
Is that
you don't have to ask me twice.
Yeah.
Is actually Con Doyle on it, yeah?
He is, yeah. He's fucking lurking.
Oh, he is, yeah. Okay, so we've given massive shout-outs to Soothsayer anyway, so fuck it. You missed it, Con. You missed it. Oh, no! Oh!
She's back! Every Christmas.
He's gone.
It looks like your head is your ass. It looks like your head's up your ass.
It looks like a lovely day wherever you are as well. Nice, beautiful.
Jesus, lads. I leave for 5 minutes and it descends into chaos.
Jesus Christ. We're only 40 minutes in,
Turn that off now because I'm going to get sick from laughing. That was actually, I only got sick from laughing. Fuck. I wish this was really depressing.
Oh my God.
Podcast, because I can't handle it. That's so fucking funny,
So Danielle, in case you missed it, Joe nominated Dread Sovereign.
Food.
All Chemical Warfare.
Do me.
Con Doyle is just pestering us with arse photos.
Requests.
His internet is so slow down there anyway, you know. It's probably delayed. He's probably on the first 10 minutes.
Like. Yeah, he's in the post.
It's in the post. We will try and remain professional. Danielle.
Not me. Oh my
Your best artwork.
I already told you my best artwork. Thanks.
What fucking year is it?
Jesus Christ, Richie, this happened before. Like, no, actually 2 years ago, you kept skipping over me. Now it's the opposite.
I'm trying to keep it together. Give me a break. Okay.
2 wrongs make a right.
Chaos. I went to get a drink and this has happened. Jesus Christ.
The Metal Cell After Dark. Yeah, Dave, you're spot on.
The Metal Cell After Dark.
Jesus Christ. Okay, so you've all given me your favourites. I'm going to go through mine.
Don't look how she's judging me. Like,
fucking hell.
She saw me nearly get sick and she's like, are you for real?
Okay.
She's like, not tonight, please.
Okay. All right, so best artwork for album EP. I'm going to run through them. Liam Hughes' suits there, fantastic. Echoes of the Earth. Ken Coleman, Unreal Imagery for Rune. Elapse and Relapse. Absolutely brilliant artist. Graham Humphreys, again, Sea Savage. Iron Parasite, Rotlust's debut album, showed to Steve their Covenant. The All Ireland Metal Project, so it was Kieran from Obsidian Imagery, Colin from the Volga Design, and Stephen Lindsay again of Iron Parasite. So Kieran Coughlin again for Grey Stag, The Adversary. And another Kieran Coughlin one, which I loved as well, was the design he did for Golgotha.
That's actually savage, yeah.
It's class.
Yeah, and
Kieran's the man.
And
he did the Parklone t-shirt as well, and he was fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
Did you know that when he put that up, he got it about 5 minutes before I got a chance to buy it? I messaged him.
And it was
no
close
way.
too.
No way.
Yeah. I was
the post was only just up and I was on it straight away, you know. 2 of us messaged
within minutes of each other and happened to get that. Would have been a worn out t-shirt now, or else I would have put my own fucking name on it. I
Sarah t-shirt.
Yeah, I would have. I'd sell out of them, wouldn't I?
Jesus Christ almighty. Anyway, so it was down to 2. And runner-up, Kelvin Doran for the Sparrow with the crawling.
Yeah.
Brilliant design. But number 1, Mairead McGuinness, All Day Long for Corvona as Awan. If you bought the album, you will see the imagery. She did an image for every song. It is an absolute stunning piece of work. So well done, Mairead, for that. Brilliant. Okay, Jesus, deep breaths. On to best new act. Who will we pick here? Joseph.
Elusive. Let me have a look at my list
here. That was a tough one as well. Now, you can include bands from 2020, which is only fair.
Is that because you picked someone from 2020?
No, I didn't, Evan, but no, I just said that I'm giving you a bit of leeway.
No, I don't need leeway.
I put Poser down. The
fucking sick
hardcore band.
Yeah, I sent you that. Unreal.
And it sounded exactly like a first demo, but man, it sounded great, like full of oomph, like, you know. And like even with no production really, it just did the business, you know.
Yeah, when he posted that, if he was anywhere near Cork, I would have started a band with him, but he's in Carlow, and I'm not going to Carlow.
I know, it's just like so unreasonable, isn't it? Carlow, like, why would you?
I played with the last Vinci.
You don't need to go to Carlow. Or do I?
Yeah.
Evan, are you agreeing with Joe on Poser, or is there another?
No, I'm going to go with Archive.
Oh yeah, Archive's class. Now, lads, how do people find Poser? What's the name of is it an album, EP, or what's the crack with them?
It's 2-song demo on. You'll find it on Spotify, yeah. Just put in Poser. It's like the picture is just like a little toy gunman, I think. But it's sick. It's one person as well. It's just one guy. I think his name is. I think his name is.
Put that down for best solo project, because it was like,
you can't be giving shit away. But anyway.
Spoilers.
Yeah, I'm going for best new act. For me is Archives. They came out of the gate swinging. New album is absolutely savage. They've gotten great. They've been on. Alex Baker picks them for like. He only picked like 3 bands for like up and coming bands. For Kerrang, pick them. They're absolutely nailing it. They seem like absolutely sound lads as well. Yeah, they blew me away. They're on a level now that most bands would get to on like a third release. Do you know what I mean?
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, they're really, really good.
Cool. That's a nice one. Shout out to Archives there. Danielle?
So you've kind of thrown me now with saying that we could have acts from 2020, and so I said Hashmaker are really good.
Yeah.
I think they're really promising. I managed to catch their first live gig actually in Limerick, and yeah, I think they've got a lot of potential. There's somebody else now, but
Neon Empire or one of those.
In Neon Empire, they were out in like 2019, I think, weren't they?
Okay. No, I'm just trying to help you there.
I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help you with your opinions. Oh yeah, Poser was really, really good as well. I really enjoyed that demo. But Abysm he was 2020, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
And then he released the first. Yeah, when Alex released the first one was 2020.
Yeah, and it was again one of those growers because last year, Evan, you mentioned it. Abysm quite a lot in our awards, and I kind of only started really listening to it this year.
Great.
Listening to that, fucking awesome. A Grim Rewinder is probably just like, it's so good. It's so fucking good. I really hope he gets to play it live at some stage. I don't know if that's possible, but fuck me, it's so good.
I think he has plans to. I think he said it last year anyway.
Unbelievable. Yeah, so Abysm would be mine.
Cool. Okay, Howard? Please don't say you asked me already, Richie.
I'll go again anyway.
It's a never-ending cycle.
I'm going to go with our buddy Tom Hines again in Fuil na Shanquilta. Fuil na Shanquilta.
What the fuck, man? He's actually watching this, like.
One Tommy Boy.
No, Tom Hines. No, Hashmaker are probably, they've been interesting, but I haven't really engaged with much new bands, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
But the two I've listened to are Hashmaker and Fuil na Shanquilta. And Tom Hines.
It's
great.
Hines, yeah. Brilliant.
Tomas Ni Hines.
Some pronunciation, he just went there. Like some, I don't know. It's like you're like a fucking Shaniki there.
Who is that there now pulling the jocks off me? Who is that there now pulling the jocks off me? Who is that there now pulling the jocks off me? Oh, needs myself, says Howard.
Fader Lum, a coin das Gaeilge, ní Fader live.
Jesus Christ, you're better than me at that. For fuck's sake, how are you fucking this up?
He's a teacher, like.
I'm definitely a teacher.
Well, you've taught me a lot.
It's getting deep.
And that's going to stay between me and you.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ.
It's descending into chaos.
I'm actually sweating here because something's going to come out live and it'll just fucking... I'll be answering it in court in fucking 2 years' time.
I taught Evan my bottle trick.
Okay.
I didn't think he could do it, but
no, nobody thought he could do it.
Yeah, nobody thought he could do it, but I'm telling you, don't question the man.
That room wrong.
Don't question the man. My mum was very impressed.
I know.
Lads, this is where I have to jump in and stop me, okay? Rabbit holes.
Don't tell me what to do.
We're live. Okay, so the best new act for the Metal Cell podcast was Hashmaker. Check out their current release, Attack of the 50-Foot Lobsters. I would love to see them live. They've got serious potential and they're very unique, very Cork, great sense of humour, and let's see what they do in 2021. Okay?
Absolutely.
Deep breaths. Okay, now.
You needed to segue over that as quick as possible. You didn't even do a build-up. You were just like, look, Hashmaker win. Now, can we stop?
Yes, stop. Okay. Now, I'm going to start where I ended with this. So the best solo artist, over to you, Howard.
Oh, yeah, this is where I just fell apart completely because...
What? Are you taking the piss? Who have you been name checking for the last fucking 30 minutes?
Flew Bop the
Groovy. When you say solo project, that's not what I think of, I guess. I would think of the likes of Rory O.
Yes,
Walker.
Yeah. I'm only messing. Keep going. Oh my God.
Rory O.
Oh my God. Okay.
Phil Shanquilta feels like it feels like an immersive sort of lot of things going on, layered experience, whereas Rory is more pared down to he's a solo artist.
Yes, he is. Yeah.
Very much just him and a thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's probably the only one that I could really nominate. I think that I would be impressed with for the last couple of years because I'm a prick.
Oh, lads, right.
But yeah, Rory. I think it would be hard to top Rory for that kind of thing. But now that you said a solo artist can mean the likes of Tom Hines, I'm completely out of my depth.
I don't think he's a band, to be truthful. Like, no, he doesn't. And you interviewed him.
I did. I got his name. Got the name of the
sorry
band
about
right
that,
Jesus
He's watching
Christ.
now and he's commenting away.
Good man, Tom. Mom Far Tom.
Joe, they just went down the rabbit hole there, man. Thanks for coming back. Bit of sense now, please.
my mate tested positive, so I had to go and do a fucking quick test. But I'm
HIV, is it?
Yeah. Street to Philadelphia music starts. It's so beardy.
I'm gonna get sick.
Oh, we're going to get in trouble for that, Richie.
This is going to be in court soon.
Daniel, you can walk away from this. It's still not too late.
No, you're in.
I don't know. I'm after a lot of vodka. I don't know if I can walk.
Blood in, blood out.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Deep breaths. Okay, Joe.
Fucking shite.
Favorite solo artist.
I was trying to think of, and I was like, there must be someone I know. Like, I can't put down Van Morrison. Like, so. My mate has got a band called Devilsome, and it's like Danzig music.
Oh yeah,
so
you sent me on them, man. They were class. I meant to get back to you on that.
So it's like sort of Danzig inspired, rock.
Was that the video Connor did?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sick. Yeah.
And that was him, just one dude.
Just one dude,
wow.
One man. But it is. It's, I don't know. I'd like to complain to the judges about the category. Like, solo artists.
It was a tough one.
Yeah, what?
Yeah, I still got two savage ones.
Yeah.
You're just like that, man. Just can think of anything.
I was drinking a lot less this year, so I remember a lot more.
Okay.
Right, well, go on then.
Evan, rescue the situation.
One of the shout-outs anyway, it's definitely Poser. Fucking sick. But my number one goes to Uncultivates.
Yes.
Which is
nice.
Keen Milan's one-man project. I know he got people, he was going to do a live thing with 10:07, but that's his kind of solo project. And it's absolutely ridiculous. I think if that lad farts in a room, it just the walls are painted gold. Like, you know what I mean? But Uncultivates are absolutely unreal.
We had a track on the forums, Joe and Daniel.
We did,
yeah.
I remember it. Yeah.
I was actually, now I love 10:07. Don't get me wrong, but I was more disappointed that I wasn't going to be able to see Uncultivates live when that gig was cancelled.
That was kind of a System of a Downy half vibe at times. It was really
Uncultivates.
Yeah, I remember.
I
more System. Yeah, no, was it like a less than 2 minute song?
It was manky. The whole thing is just fucking manky.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Like the fact that kid is 22 is just.
It's ridiculous.
Mind blowing. Like
it's ridiculous.
It's
like
a prick.
Incredible.
Fuck him. The worst thing about him is he's one of the nicest lads you'll ever meet as well.
And that's you can't. There's nothing to dislike about him.
Exactly.
He's just the nicest guy ever.
You'd love to hate them, but you're just like,
too nice. Annoying, like not
nice.
Introduce him to my parents like that.
Introduce him to speed or crack or something and see what happens.
He'd probably make it cool, like, you know.
He'd probably make it cool.
Calm the fuck down, right? So it's Uncultivates. I've lost the count. I've lost count of the number of times I've been set on fire. Check it out. Okay, Jesus.
I thought you were making a statement.
Yeah. I was like,
God's sake, lads, play with matches.
Oh my God! Right, that's all of you.
No, you already just asked Evan for his.
No, he's asked everyone.
I fucking asked everybody. Daniel, don't fucking go down this, please. I've asked you. Do you not remember nominating somebody?
For what? Best solo?
No, I don't think you did ask on Danielle.
No, you didn't ask anyone.
Okay,
Best
I'm only
solo.
taking the piss. Go on, Danielle.
You did.
Best solo artist.
Well, no, I'm confused.
Yeah,
But
we all just did it. Uncultivated.
No, I didn't do mine.
No,
I didn't
she
do mine.
didn't.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
You didn't. I'm just
No.
checking to see if she's still with the process.
Ball.
You wouldn't have this shit on RTE. Yeah, you wouldn't have this shite on RTE.
Get this on Metal Around the World, so you wouldn't.
Tubbs
Just
would
wouldn't see it.
make sure every child has a say.
Oh my God! Just Kieran Coughlin is watching this as a passenger car with closed captions. Is bizarre.
Oh, jeez.
This is going great, Richie.
Yeah. 2,000 people just watched and fucked off.
Yeah.
Danielle, over to you. Best solo artist.
So my shout out was Golgotha. And now that we were allowed to have 2020 people in as well for that, I'm going to put Abysm. There you go.
Jesus Christ.
Bending the rules.
And she takes a big sip. She'll go, but you didn't ask me about best album.
Yeah.
I'm going to just mark an X across the fucking laptop every time you say nominate one, so it's easier. Okay, so I'm going for it here. The best Metal Cell solo artist shout-outs will be obviously Keen from All Cultivates, brilliant album. Ren Marabou as well. Brilliant, man. The amount of work he gets out this every year is fantastic. Valhalla Waits and Wayfinder, if you're a fan of Ren. Keith Hines of Ocean Puncher, we got them on, played them on the forums. Jack Penders of Rotlust. Keith McCoy, Deadmakers.
Oh, Keith,
He was some musician. Keith will get you on the show next year, I promise you. Kieran Coughlin, who has been just on of Astralist. Alex of
Astralist.
Can we pick that? That was last year.
Damn it.
Look, he came out the same time as Abysm. That was 2020. That's what it was, man.
Oh, okay.
Astralist.
Yeah, well, it is.
I think I picked that
you're
last
right.
year.
All right, gee. All right. I'm a fucking piece of shit soul. Like, fuck me. Like.
You
I
said
picked
that yourself,
last
okay?
year. Oh.
Alex of Abysm, obviously. Shane Murphy of Golgotha. Tom Hines, sending the love, Tom. Joel McOrdy, is that right, of New Mud? Joel?
Oh, yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
I'm giving it to John Murphy of Faroon. Absolutely brilliant year for John. That Faroon, those two releases are fantastic, man. He did it all on his own.
Is Faroon that's what?
That is a solo project at the moment.
Class.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I actually didn't realize it was solo. I forgot about that.
So,
I didn't, obviously.
Savage.
Anyway, congratulations, John Murphy of Faroon, Metal Cell Solo Artist of the Year. Yeah. Now, this is going to be a good one, lads, because Danielle and Joe have kicked the shit out of us in relation to live acts that they've seen, but let's go with Evan first then.
Yeah, and I was really like, this one took me the longest. It's not that I haven't seen many, because when I started going through everything, like, to be fair, for the little time we've had to go to gigs, I've been to a good few and managed to see a lot. But genuinely, that Corrosa gig a week or two ago.
Shit, I didn't see that, man.
That, I swear to fuck, and I think John and Kieran and Bad Rep will stand by me on this. That was the best I've ever seen Corrosa. Like, the new stuff is just... Yeah, Danielle, you saw it. The new stuff is just fucking ridiculous. Like, so tight. Just Tone City with everything. It was like, fucking unbelievable. Just, I can't say enough good things about it. Like, it was absolutely class.
Yeah, fuck's sake, work.
Yeah, you're missing tomorrow as well, but I'm not going to rub that in.
Okay. Jesus Christ. That was...
Jesus Christ doesn't get an option in this.
He doesn't get a say.
Didn't see Jude the Rise. Oh, that's a good bit away. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, I keep forgetting.
We're on the live thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Jeez, we're only half through this list, like.
Are we? Oh no!
Nah, no, we're more than halfway. I lie and tell myself.
Yeah, it's. I've seen 2 lists. I'm kind of blurry.
You're going double vision is what the fucking problem.
Double vision. So we're on best live acts, and I suppose the way I looked at it was, I mean, there hasn't been a whole lot of live gigs to attend in the last couple of years. So I was looking at the streams that have been out, and look at the likes of Grey Stag and the Monolith Run and so on. I have down here Brigantia at the Limerick one was pretty cool. We Come in Pieces was I think was back in March for the online siege. That was great.
Yeah.
The Crows the stream, the one that they did down in the town hall, I thought was awesome.
Yeah, in Middleton.
But picking up where they left off has got to be God Alone. The show they did there in Cypress Avenue, that was streamed out.
Jesus, I forgot about that. That was fucking brilliant.
I think I was actually messaging you, Richie, while it was on, and I was kind of saying I was a bit disappointed with the first couple of songs. But sure,
they took off, didn't they?
It was unbelievable. Yeah. You just felt like standing up and giving a round of applause, like.
You punched the fucking telly, like.
Yeah, you fucking bastards, like. Show us some weakness.
Yeah.
So yeah, without doubt, God Alone, and they would have been a pick. I think if there was gigs back, it would be the same choice for me. They're phenomenal. They're in a real, on an upwards curve, and
Yeah, we've championed them on the show so many times, man. They're just
I'm sick of saying how great they are,
exactly.
They are
amazing.
Sick as fucking.
Joe, best live act, man.
Well, I haven't really seen a lot of metal, unfortunately. I was at Damnation with Danielle, so Carcass and Onslaught were very good. I was over in Germany not that long ago and saw a band called Butcher. They're like a speed metal band from Belgium. They're really good. Another band I saw called Schizophrenia. They're like a death metal band, kind of very Altars of Madnessy. So, but that's about it, man. Like, I'm not allowed to vote for non-metal stuff or I'd put Tom Jones down, but...
Really?
Yeah, I heard that Tom Jones gig was supposed to be unbelievable. Like, I would have loved to go on that.
And when was that?
I had it live in
August
Vegas, that final. Fucking excellent.
Jesus. Okay. So, can you just tell the people that are watching this as well, Joe, why you ended up in Germany? It's a good story, man. Oh, the mic is gone, Joe.
Facebook already knew he's not allowed to talk about this and just cut him off. Like,
gone, man.
I honestly don't. I don't know. Me and Alan were doing a festival, or no, we were DJing.
Yeah, there you go.
We have a podcast called Metal Salvage, and we were DJing at a heavy metal festival. And like,
how did it go down?
It went grand, but it was like 4:00 in the morning, trying to stay sober. You're getting completely pissed out of your mind, and then like people are really loving, fucking, I don't know, Heart or Blue Oyster Cult or like Status Quo, and you're like, let's stick on some Nuclear Assault, and everyone leaves the dance floor, and you're just like, all right, this is actually getting hard.
Jesus Christ.
Over in Germany, a bottle of Lidl's imitation Jack Daniels costs €5. Getting needlessly smashed.
Jesus Christ.
Filling your pockets with like miniatures of Jägermeister and miniature brandy bottles and all.
That's the epitome of it's rude not to, like, do you know what I mean? You don't want to insult all of Germany.
But how do kind of 2V DJ? Had you double decks or kind of had you Adidas with kind of tracksuit bottoms and tops on?
His phone didn't even take a fucking mini jack lead, so like he was just poking me in the shoulder, being like,
phone. Richie, you also have been a DJ.
That's, you don't DJ from a fucking phone.
No, I DJ'd years ago. No.
You're getting a phone call halfway through. Well, what's up, man? The house is on fire.
What a fucking tune. What a tune.
Oh, for fuck's sake. So you got completely shit-faced and then tried to DJ through a phone and got paid and your flights are paid for the whole lot.
And then the next morning, flight home was at like 9:00 in the morning. And like at half 4, I have to go to bed, and they're like, no, you can't have your phone back, we're using it to play music off. Like,
oh Jesus.
Oh, for fuck's sake. And did you have to get PCR tests as well?
Yeah, I had to do PCRs. And then like everywhere in Germany, you can't even go into any of the buildings without getting showing all your ID and your COVID certs, and
Alex was actually telling me, Alex he was home in Germany. He's literally just back tonight. But he was telling me it's the same thing. Like, you just have to have everything at all times. You can't go in. Whereas here, it's like, if a pub decides to ask, they're like, "You have your thing." Oh, yeah, cool.
I was in Budapest last weekend, and it was like polar opposite.
Really?
It was the polar opposite. It was just like
you were swimming.
Well, I was in the baths. Yeah, swimming around and all that COVID.
Pass.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ Almighty.
I can't wait to hear that on the audio only one.
Okay. I can.
Now, let's get back to best live act. Danielle, thank Christ I got it right.
Okay. Right. So you brought in the live streams, and I decided not to go. Yeah. Like, I didn't even consider the live streams because I would have been here till tomorrow trying to go through everything. So I'm just trying to get my list up here now, lads. So there's a few that I wanted to shout out. So Words That Burn at the Siege really took my eye. I thought they were really, really good.
They were very tight, yeah.
They were brilliant at the Siege, yeah. Croza, obviously, a few weekends ago, Evan, outstanding.
Fucking unreal.
Amazing, yeah. Tombs a few months ago in Dolan's.
Yeah.
In Dolan's, like, I've seen Tombs before, and I've always been like, oh yeah, they're really good. But there was something different about them this time, and I wasn't the only one who said it. They were so fucking tight. It was mesmerizing. It was an incredible performance. So that's a shout out. And another shout out, which it was really hard for me to pick between the last two, but Appenum was outstanding when they supported.
Unbelievable.
Their new stuff. Fuck, like, I was driving like I was sober, and I was going nuts at the front. Yeah. Their new stuff, I cannot wait for them to record that, because I just kept looking back at Pete just going like that, like, oh,
I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah, but it's so fucking good. It's fucking class.
But you're a massive fan of them as well, to be fair. Like.
Huge fan.
I've said it a million times, even at the gig. I think they're one of the most underrated bands in Ireland. Like, I think when people see them live,
they're amazing.
Even like when I was doing Zool, had them on stuff. Start doing Dead Cult, because I just want people to see them. Like,
they're just amazing. And the thing with Appenum, like, I never liked instrumental bands until I listened to them. I never liked instrumental bands to listen to them. But okay, my number one, my live act.
Hold on a second. Can you pause? Like, are you including like Bloodstock bands?
That's what I was going to say. Do I?
Absolutely, Christ, Irish.
So yeah, so I could have picked anybody from. I could have literally picked anybody from Bloodstock. Every single one of them brought it. We all know I'm a lover of Grey Stag, but my number one would have been Ildred.
Oh,
they're fucking outstanding, and you've seen them play with two bassists. There's just something captivating about them, and yeah, there's just a draw, and just their whole persona on stage is just absolutely mesmerizing. So yeah, my live act would be Ildred.
Wow.
I have one thing I need to show. Do you remember we were talking about artwork, and I said I would have bought your t-shirt and even put Sarah's name on it? Dave Longin, while this was on, decided to make Sarah a Sarah t-shirt artwork, and I'll have to show it on this now. But he was doing this while, like, he just sent it to me there now. But if people wouldn't, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see this.
She just got
it. She's just a lovely girl, like.
Amazing.
Man, people have been calling for it. What do you think of that?
I'd buy it.
Huh? Will we go for it? Yeah, we will. Fuck it.
So
next Dead Cult t-shirt.
Right, cool. So Elder Drew, Danielle Few. Was that obviously was Bloodstock?
Mm-hmm.
How did they go down? Was there a big crowd for them, or?
They actually just put up the Bloodstock gig on YouTube. So
yeah, I saw that. I'm gonna just set aside a fucking hour and a half, just me time, to sit down and watch that. But
you'll see just a head going fucking bananas at the front, and that's me. You'll just see like my small, like, go nuts. You'll probably be able to pick out everybody that you know in the crowd. Yeah, I actually couldn't really tell. I felt like there was a good enough crowd, but I couldn't really tell you because I was literally at the very front. So
cool. Okay, so
Elder Druid as well. I forgot to say Elder Druid.
Yeah.
Oh, jump on the bandwagon now, Evan. Huh?
Sorry, I wasn't listening. I was genuinely talking to my dog. Did you say Elder Druid?
Yeah, I did. Like 10 minutes ago.
I swear to God, I was talking to my dog. None of you existed to me there. Sorry.
Okay. So, best live act of 2021, there was a load of shout outs. I'm going to shout out as well the Scratch in Cypress Avenue.
Yeah.
What a fucking performance. I
was going to put them as my number one, but I wanted to keep it more like a metal thing. But 100%. Yeah.
Worn Out Belfast, absolutely incredible. Loved it. Survivalist as well. Farm Wolf. That package was just absolutely killer. For those that were lucky
James
to see
did a
it.
great job on that.
Yeah. Zealot Cult as well in Limerick. Home gig, man. That was such a great night. It's actually, was that one of the very first gigs?
It was the first one, wasn't it?
It was the first one, yeah. We were seated at that as well.
The atmosphere that night was fucking
unreal.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Hornets as well was brilliant as well. We got to see Hornets when we flew across the city from Worn Out. And it was down between two. Runners up were God is an Astronaut in Cypress Avenue. Jaw-droppingly incredible. For somebody that doesn't know too much about the band, my God, what a spectacle they are live. Absolutely brilliant musicians, and the whole show, everything was incredible. But number one for me was Elder Druid again. In, what was it? The Voodoo? Yeah, the Voodoo, in Belfast. My God, it was just rattled the brain for heaviness. The low end was second to none with two basses. And it was a home gig. And the benefit of a home gig is the crowd straight away are just, after the first song, everybody is in unison, just headbanging and fucking. It was just fucking fantastic. So, shout out to the lads, Elder Druid, knocked it out of the park. For a live gig in 2021, and thankfully we all managed to see some live acts this year. So Bar Howard, who was watching it on his laptop like a perv.
Right.
Who was that? I went to see someone.
Did you?
But we were playing as well.
Lies. Fucking lies.
In Nina, in County Tip, we saw. I can't think of the fucking name of him.
It never happened, boy.
It kind of feels like, it's one of those things where you play a gig and you're not sure if it happened or not, and then you're back at home and you're like, what the fuck? It's been 2 years, and then all of a sudden you're driving at 4 o'clock in the morning again, and you get back and you're like, what the fuck did that happen?
What was that? Yeah.
Condyle is back, so the old internet has sparked up a bit of life down in West Cork, and he said, how did you get Scooter on the show? Fucking knows what that's about. But anyway, cheers, Con.
Does he kind of look like Suter on him?
Scooter. Jesus.
Scooter was fucking awesome.
Yeah, that was the inspiration.
Yeah,
that was the inspiration.
You know who Scooter is, surely, Evan. Please say you do.
Geez, of course, like fucking hell, like.
I was thinking I might have skipped a couple of generations there.
Not at all. Stop now.
Okay. But I don't get the reference, though. I don't get the reference.
The haircut.
What?
The haircut.
That was the inspiration.
Yeah, okay. So, Con is 20 minutes behind in the stream, so you catch up. Okay. So,
they're delivering the post like in bits.
Best merch, Joe. T-shirt and hoodie.
Metal Cell.
Oh, but it was 2020.
Well, I got mine in 2021.
I'll give it that.
But yeah, that's great. Really, really, really good.
Shout out to Colin Bulger, the Bulger design. That fucking artwork and effort took so much shit, man. It was just a horrific experience in so many ways. I'm not going to go into it, but Jesus Christ.
They got done.
And I'm just sending the love out to Colin, man. For fuck's sake, man. Horrific. Okay. Ev, thanks, Joe.
Well,
best merch.
This
you can.
Catcher.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You've been wearing that to death, man.
That's class.
I fucking love it. Also, Molar Bear. I think it's an old T-shirt, but I got it in 2021. The white one. Yeah. Fucking love it. What else do I have down now? I have.
Oh, give as many shout outs as possible, lads, for this.
My the Appenham one as well, and I'm gonna put the Dead Cult one down because of James Sheridan, because I just love his work. Like, he's amazing. They'd be my kind of main ones that I'd shout out.
Okay, grand job. Howard, were you buying any merch lately?
Well, the shameless plug, it just happens to be here next to me. But no, I thought this was pretty decent. For only €10 on Bandcamp, you can, in the form slap, have a nice little crustacean.
I should have had everything that we've just go through. Everybody be like, "Oh, this is cool."
This is a medium. No, I think the Eponymous long sleeve was pretty cool, and and again the hoodie Richie from Metal Cell that Colin did. It's probably the hoodie I wear most,
Yeah.
So on that basis, I mean, it's pretty cool. But I think Dave's work on Eponymous has been my favorite of this year anyway. I like the worn out stuff too, Evan. I like the design on that stuff. That's going to look great in a t-shirt.
Yeah, it's fucking
for now the Eponymous one.
A lot of colours for greys, like we're making sure it looks good. Yeah.
And who did the artwork for Eponymous? Any of you know?
Dave.
It was Dave.
What?
Dave.
Are you seriously?
Also, there's been such a good reaction to this. I remember Dave posting it into one of the groups that we have, Richie, and I remember the lad was like, I don't think these are going to sell any or anything. And I was doing the merch at the Corrosa and Appenham gig, fucking flying out. Like, I think they have very little left. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, fair play to the lads. They nailed it. Like,
it's my favorite long sleeve, definitely. But
I keep forgetting I have long sleeves. Like, I have below the neck. I have Zora. The Zora one I love.
The Zora one's fucking deadly.
I like the Siege long sleeve as well. I bought that as well, and the Soothsayer long sleeve
Siege
as well.
hoodie, yeah.
No, long sleeves.
Oh, sorry.
I'm not correcting you. I wouldn't dare correct you with you on the Viking Orange tonight.
I will glass you with this plastic cup, like.
Emma, get her a refill. Danielle,
I'm just going to go get a beer there.
Yeah,
go for it. It's amazing.
Jesus Christ almighty.
Parthalon got a nomination with Dead Cult there. From Roisin, who's been an absolute legend, and Wayne said he remembers he's owed a t-shirt. You are. I was just too fucking drunk to go to the van. I'm sorry. Right? I'm fucking sorry. But I will send you one up.
Okay, Danielle.
So there's a lot I had on this,
and it's a great category. And be sure to shout out as many as you can.
Okay, so Soothsayer's merch was class this year. I have Appenham as well. Dave, unreal job on this. And again, can't say enough about the cuffs. One that actually hasn't come out yet, and I can't wait for it to come, is the Zora one for Coke Culture. It's fucking class looking.
Oh, okay.
It looks unreal, yeah. So that's one. One that's very simple. And I thought was really effective was Abysm's one. The Everything is Misery with the inverted cross.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's very hard to walk in front of past an old woman. And I've said it to Alex. I've literally had to, when you're on a street and you have to run past them, and they can see.
To do a sideways shuffle.
I feel really bad because I really want one. I really want one, and I haven't bought one yet. I've just been like, it's on my list.
Fucking buy one, so.
All right, not made of money like you haven't. No, but
I spent all my money on different hair colors.
Hey, come on. Stick with it.
The crawling as well.
With Sparrow. Outstanding design, yeah.
Was that Kelvin?
Yeah. Sure was. Yeah.
Yeah, it was Kelvin, and that's what I actually made as my number one, because I was going to go on another tangent and I forget what the tangent was now.
That's fine. We're just absolutely fine. Kelvin, the
crawling. Unbelievable. There was so many for this category.
It's great. It's so good, man. I love this category.
Can we just like think back of the time where it was like really terrible artwork for everything, where it was just like a version of not quite comics. It was like Comic Sans with the Slipknot logo mixed together. Was people's kind of artwork, and now it's incredible what we have out there.
Like bands are like, there's a level of having to be somewhat of a clothing company as well, because that will actually make you more money when you're adding up like
the disparity between music and merch.
Yeah, like when you're actually getting to a gig and you're, say, for your headline or whatever your guarantee is, there's different things that you have to pay off within actually getting there. So that money you're getting, you're not getting all of it. That's more to get you there and maybe one or two small things. But when people buy merch, that is single-handedly the biggest way, like any physical product or anything like that, that's by far the best way to support bands. And I think a lot of people over the pandemic were like reaching out more to buy stuff, which was great. Like that was unreal. Like,
okay, Evan, what was your favorite merch? Please don't say you've said it already.
Are you all right? Like, I went through it all. Like.
This is me last year.
Poor Joe. Like,
Joe, over to you.
I'm gonna head off now and come back.
Do you know what? I'm Richie from the Metal Said podcast.
Yeah,
can't even say it right. I can't even say it right. Fuck's sake.
I know. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna vote for the Metal Cell because I already said it a wee minute ago.
Fuck.
Remember that?
So we're done, are we?
I'm drinking like the strong beer. What are you drinking?
I'm going to do mine again, Richie.
Change mine. I'm going to vote for Dawn of the Dead.
I'm going to pick Dead Cult and Axe Catcher and Appenum. Daniel, what did you have?
Oh, I don't know, maybe like Zora, Appenum, Abysm. There's a lot out there, man. The Crawling,
they were good.
There's
I think
lots.
my one's going to be Axe Catcher, Appenum. Marie, what were you? What do you want to go with?
I'm this one.
That's great.
Oh wow!
This is like
I've never seen that before.
Loop. Okay, so
I think I'm going to go with Axe Catcher, and
we've lost another 2,000 viewers.
We've actually gone up. You're welcome.
So the best merch, t-shirt, hoodie, shout outs. So the Crawling, Sparrow with Kelvin Dorn, that was absolutely brilliant. Baylor's merch range this year was fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
Upon him, obviously, Hashmaker, Colin, Grey Stag as well. Shout out to Kieran with that.
Oh, fuck it, yeah.
Elder Druid. They brought out really cool hats as well.
Yeah, the hats are savage.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Worn Out. Again, that won't be out till January, I'd say, ever.
People should have them in January.
Okay,
There's a lot of hold-ups and shit.
Brilliant design with James Sheridan. Hashmaker, obviously, it's a great one. Strangers with Guns, class. But my favourite merch t-shirt hoodie was Gamma Bomb this year. So,
yeah. Whoa!
Actually, Joe, after Damnation, I actually have, when I look back to my photos of Damnation, I have like 2 or 3 photos of Gamma Bomb's merch standalone. I was like, that's so fucking cool.
Look at the fold on that medium hoodie.
The merch is fucking top class. Yeah.
Hoodies? What is this hoodies?
Joe, you've got a fantastic selection of merch, and it's incredible. Like, so
Daniel, Gamma Bomb always have. I mean, your artwork has always been fucking top tier. You know?
Yeah, it is absolutely ridiculously good.
I've been working with this one fella now, Matt Scumbug, for about 10 years, and he's done all of our t-shirts, and he did the cover of that EP we did, Thunder Over London, as well. So he's a stout fellow.
Yes.
Love stout.
But I mean,
Daniel said he'd send you a Abysm t-shirt.
Oh, I'll throw him on the money. That's unreal. It's fucking class.
Yeah, but I mean, Joe,
Soundax.
I don't know, you aware of it, like, but to get to your merch is a bit difficult. It's your link.
He's giving a user experience feedback here.
Your link tree doesn't give you the fucking merch. You have to go to omerch.eu.
You have to earn it.
Are you aware of that?
I don't care.
Jesus fucking Christ.
But you know what I mean, man. It's like, you know,
guy, you're fucking solid. I don't care.
I love the idea that like someone who wanted to buy a t-shirt would be all like, well, I tried nothing and nothing worked, so I'm just gonna have to go and spend that money on vodka now. Like, you know, I wanted to buy some t-shirts.
I can get 5 German Jack Daniels for one t-shirt. Like.
Yeah.
Well, I'll bring that up with our commandant of all that sort of crack.
Do please, because it's not fucking hard to get
you
your
go
merch.
at it.
Yeah, just fucking snap at him like.
I know.
I got called out on the Metal Cell podcast of all things.
Yeah.
Recorded for YouTube.
Yeah.
So this is another great category, best video. It's such a hard one to pick. I'm gonna throw it at Howard first of all.
Ah, man. Like that, it's a tough one. I mean, I know God Lund's Love and Tick one is from 2020, but that was pretty cool. It was Christian from the Magnapina did that, and fucking
really?
a lot of work into it. Yeah, really, really good video.
Did he do that?
He did, yeah. He's more talented. He's more talented than he looks. But no, he did a great job on it. But I suppose that's 2020. I really liked the Worn Out one recently. That was pretty cool.
It's fucking class.
But you know, and again, it's not my kind of music. The sort of hardcore we have down here, it's just not. But I do love it. But Baylor at the beginning of the or towards the middle of the year there, whenever it was, there. What was the name of the single?
There is a love that remains with all the.
Yes.
That one's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah. Because I was in that gaff at a session before and I recognised it and it was fun watching it. That's pretty cool. Yeah. But Baylor always Baylor just are on this streak where everything that they're producing is just at a standard that's aesthetically pleasing. It's to I don't know, record label specs. It's really, really cool.
100%.
So, you know, they're on the ball with everything, and it's cool to watch. You know, they come up on a suggested playlist, for example, and it fits right in with everything else. It's fucking great.
Tom Jones, everything.
Yeah. So yeah, Baylor, and the track that Evan named, I can't think of the fucking name of it.
I can't either. There is a love that remains is the Baylor one.
Yes, there you go. Yeah.
What? Hang on, I want to know that 4 of them out. Which one was it, Howard?
There's
the first one that came out. So the very first one that came out.
Gateway Drug.
Yeah, Gateway Drug.
There you go. Yeah.
I think There's a Love That Remains is actually better.
I'm glad I'm somewhere professional with you, like, you know, for fuck's sake.
Really?
As I type in all caps to everybody.
Yeah.
Okay, that's.
But a shout out to the Lou Grossi lads as well. They do great videos.
That's great.
Always fun to watch.
Okay, Joe.
I'm gonna go for Hashmaker.
Yeah, that one's very
Steve
funny.
Goodham.
Yeah,
that was filmed in Middleton.
Crack, yeah, you can definitely tell it was filmed in
I haven't seen it yet. I'm way behind on this one. I haven't seen it.
It's clearly like a episode of Hardy Bucks.
I
can just picture, like, you know, knowing the lads, it's going to be fucking great. Like,
it is exactly what you think it's going to be. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Oh. I said the song that I think is the best video, and then you ask one of the other contestants on the panel.
There's no contestants there, Joe. There's no contestants.
That's how we'll be doing
We're all friends. Yeah. We're all friends.
We're all losers here.
I don't know. It feels like a contest. I feel like I'm losing.
As he swings the bottle of champagne from Germany. For fuck's sake, like. Okay, Danielle, can you give us a few nominations and then maybe your pick?
Okay, I'm going to preface with this I don't usually watch videos, and we do this every year. Every year you put this category up, and every year I'm like, I don't really watch videos. However, like, obviously Worn Out's great. Baylor's ones are great, but the ones that kind of stood out to me were Strangers with Guns. Fluoride in the music was hilarious.
Yeah.
I love how the song is going and Jeff is like badly dubbed, like hilariously completely wrong.
Yeah.
I love that. But number one for me, and I haven't been able to watch it since the first time because it's too disturbing, is Coke Vulture.
Yeah.
It's fucking, so disturbing.
It is fucking. It's tough.
Proper sexy.
And if you know the people that are in it, or is there?
That's James Sheridan.
What? Yeah. You are shitting me.
I would never shit you, man. I would literally never shit you. But he directed, starred, proper fucking. It's
What a
always
legend.
sunny job. Like, yeah, that's him.
Cool.
The
Wow.
absolute mad.
That's a
That's
great
fucking
fucking
class.
nugget of information there. James Jordan is in Coke
Nuggets.
culture.
Yeah.
He's
He
scary
is
in that video,
Because
man.
for some reason I thought it was an American thing that they just got actors and did it.
No,
and brought
no,
it
he
over.
just-
Like that's
He's
fucking
just
fantastic.
as an American bone structure is that.
Yes, it is. It's so hard to watch, man. That is perfect for the title of the song and the lyrics, everything. Yeah, that's a great choice. Yeah.
It was real coke as well. He was fucked after it. Like,
He was a real vulture.
he was a real vulture. Yeah. He didn't even know he was being filmed. Like,
Evan,
Coke Vulture is definitely down as one of mine. I have There's a Love That Remains by Baylor, the Steamed Hams hash maker, just because I think I'm finding more and more that it's going to completely contradict with the one that I actually go for, but cheaper, funnier ones to me are better to rewatch. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm just like, because you can make something super artistic and amazing and it's great, but something about comedy and funny things is what's actually rewatchable. But in saying that, by far my favorite video this year is Glitter Slaughterhouse by The Last Vinci.
yeah, it's a great fucking video.
Fucking incredible.
Nice.
It was a
Good choice.
Crude that did it, and
Even
even today,
Cruz, give us a shot.
Crude is Shane Serrano in Limerick.
They
Yeah.
did the Siege cast.
They did.
Oh,
Yeah.
very good. Okay, yeah. Which
They're incredible. They really are.
Unbelievable.
Like, and even I'm not going to talk money on it, but the budget that they had and what they made is just like my mouth.
It's very affordable. I would send anyone in that direction. Check them out and ask them how much for cost, because they're really, really good.
And even if you see today, they put up a behind the scenes thing, and just the crew that they had is like, you would have the exact same thing if it was like an app, like major label artist. Do you know what I mean? Like, it came out to that level, and having Joe Padfield he used to be in Race the Flux. He's in Ban Marie now. He came down, there's the whole, if you haven't seen it, watch it. It's amazing. And the song is, again, my favorite one on the album, but it's fucking incredible. Like, by far my favorite video.
And came in well within the budget. So for any bands that are out there, check out Crude.
100%. Yeah.
It's great to know. This is good information for bands as well.
It is, and it's, bands need to start, if you're going to go down that route,
Yeah.
those guys are the guys to go with. They're at that level where it's going to look fucking great,
Yeah,
Up to your hair and makeup.
just won't believe the level that you'll get for a standard budget.
Man,
Do you know what I mean?
and that video was fucking excellent. Really is.
It's world class. World class. Like.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to go through the list. There's a few of them, like Lugosi again. Brilliant. Who mentioned them, actually?
Myself and Joe.
Brilliant. They're great, man. They're horror fans, man. They get the buzz. Neon Empire City Lights. What a fucking great video as well, man.
Yeah.
Again, just using what they have, and they were containers, but they were so well lit up, and then the city.
It was really cool, actually.
And the city scene as well in Dublin. Brilliant. Strangers with Guns, Fluoride in the Music. Brilliant. Love the lads. Again, they're so witty, and it's cheese, but it's good cheese. The Risen Dread, White Knight, brilliant. Soothsayer as well, Ward of Doves. I really loved that video when it came out.
Oh yeah, Jesus Christ! I had totally overlooked that. That was a fucking great video.
It is very clever. Soothsayer, Ward of Doves, that video.
Oh, it's with the fact that it's two songs and how the video changes.
I think I could be wrong, but it might be Roger from Corpse Monk might have done it.
Did he do that?
He definitely did. Did he not do Fringe, Out of Fringe and Fringe?
I think he did Out of Fringe. The other one was a guy in Galway, I think.
Okay, I'm not sure.
He was like an animation guy in Galway.
Okay. So that one was brilliant.
Con will tell us in the comments.
Yeah. But see, he's now fucking drifted to fucking 40 minutes. behind. So Dread Sovereign Nature is the Devil's Church is a fucking brilliant example of a band that couldn't do much, but
Forgot Rest of Nation as well for Revolt Reanimate.
Okay, class. Gamma Bomb Thunder Over London as well. Well done, Joe. That was a great video. Zor of Coke Vulture, very hard to watch, but great video. Baylor Cruel Master. That was just a savage video. There was so much went into that, and again, a difficult watch. But winner for me is Worn Out Miles Away. Shout out to Doc.
Very good.
Doc wins that. We just told him to make someone's teeth bleed when they're brushing.
I was just going to say somebody needs to get Sensodyne for their gums.
Yeah.
No, if you bleed, that means you're not brushing hard enough. No. You need to brush fucking harder and harder.
I appreciate that. Like that's all Doc, man. We just kind of gave him a list of shots of what we wanted, and he just delivered. I think even with the editing of the video, he sent us one thing and we sent him notes like that had small little changes, and that was it. So basically the thing he sent us was pretty much how it ended up, more or less. Do you know what I mean? So,
but this guy knows what he's doing. He's a fucking master.
He's in the scratch. So.
Well, that helps as well. Yeah. But so congratulations again, lads. Worn Out Miles Away, the best video for the Metal Set 2021. Right, we're nearly getting to the end of this. There's still a few watching. We haven't scared them off yet.
Fair fucking play to you.
Yeah, cheers, lads, for watching. Give them a shout out there, man.
Give me money.
The whole 440 of you.
Hey, no. Anyway, it's more than was at my last gig.
It was more than any gig I'll ever play. Like.
So the catchiest track and the best riff, either or, of 2021. Man, there was so many to go through here. But one stood out more than anything else. And be interested to hear what Evan picks out here for the catchiest track and best riff.
So fuck the rest of V. We just want to hear what Evan thinks.
Easy on, she's on the vodka, looking for a fight already.
Do you mind? I'm actually about to start now. If you don't mind now, please.
Off you go now, love. Can't wait to hear
this. Did you get a refill, Danielle?
No, I didn't.
Emma, what? The amount of fucking vodka in that.
Someone give Danielle a refill there, please.
I think this was wrecking my head, but I kind of was thinking over what was properly stuck in my head too.
Earworms, Evan. Earworms.
Like an absolute irritating level, and it was Palapa Lapa by Curious.
Oh man! If that gets into your head.
Palapa, and then like seeing them twice, in Cork and Kilkenny, and it's just like the whole drive home from Kilkenny to Cork with Alex. I couldn't. Like I'd go to say something and I'd accidentally say Palapa in the middle of it. It was that in my head, but it's super catchy. That's because my brain farted once I thought of that. I couldn't again. It came back into my head.
It is. It literally is an earworm.
Yeah,
we're talking about here.
It almost like proved why it was right, because I tried to think of everything else and then I just started thinking of that song, so I had to go back and listen to it. It took over like.
Okay, cool. So that's it. Yeah, and it's nice to give him a shout out as well.
100%. Yeah.
Okay, Danielle, over to you. Let's say for catchiest riff or best track.
So some of my shout outs were Den of Lions by Words That Burn.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was really, really catchy. Fluoride in the Music by Strangers with Guns.
Yeah.
That really got in my head. But the one that I couldn't get, it's kind of a strange one to not be able to get out of your head, because for the first 6 minutes, it's kind of like building.
I know what you're going to say, innit? You've mentioned them already.
Yeah.
And I'm wearing the t-shirt.
No.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
I literally just...
No.
It's Tumulus.
6 minutes.
Tumulus by...
great.
And it's like when it kicks in the... Part of the land, part of the sea... it's fucking, it just like, I literally have been walking around Castroy and Limerick for like the last 9 months. And people are like, what the hell is wrong with this woman?
There goes that goth woman from number 42 again.
Yeah.
You didn't give her a dress out there.
No, it's not.
No, it's close.
Number 42, Ireland.
Ireland. Yeah, it's fucking.
Half. Oh, you fucking goofed it, like.
Oops.
I guessed it as well.
So that's it. Nomadic Rituals, Tumulus. It's a fucking great track.
It's fucking class.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Okay, Joe.
There's a band from Fermanagh called Ancient Patient. They're kind of like they're not a million miles from us, so why watch you from afar? But they've got like Jimi Hendrix-y vibes. Like there's a lot of sort of leady riffs in it. So they had a tune called Upheaval that came out during the year. It was the one for me that stuck in the ear.
Wow. And how will people find them? Are they like have they an EP, an album out, or what?
I think they've just a couple of singles out on Spotify.
Okay.
Ancient Patient.
Never heard of them.
Called.
I'm going to write them down.
Yeah, they're pretty
Are
good.
they post-metal, Joe, or what are they?
No, like it struggle. I would call it metal more, just because there's like loads of solos and Dave Grohl type drumming in it. But
Transcendental space metal.
Wow, you were fast on the ball
Space
there.
metal.
Ed.
No, I just made it up.
Oh, I thought you googled it.
Copyright pending.
No. Tomas Hines from Fludu Nagriblap Loop. Can we just agree Fermanagh doesn't exist? Can we just agree Fermanagh doesn't exist?
Tá sé brisach dul hiródi Tomas, no backlash. No,
it hasn't gone away, you know.
No, Howard, you couldn't even pronounce
he said something about a road anyway. He said something about a road. It's only down the road or something, was it?
Liherodi, Evan.
Oh,
Liherodi.
sorry, a ball.
Liherodi. Not Leroy. Leroy. There you go.
No.
Yeah, he's something about kicking balls or something. I don't know.
Howard, over to you. Best riff track.
I got this totally wrong. So,
oh, for fuck's sake.
When you were saying, when you said best riff, for some reason I just went into my own head in it.
Go on.
But we were up. Evan probably knows what I'm talking about. But we were often up in Blackpool having a jam, and next thing, Corrosa will fucking slide into fucking riff out of nowhere.
Yeah, 100%.
The whole fucking room will shake around you, and it's just glorious.
Okay, great.
It was this, Howard, when we were up and jamming, it happened, and we all stopped, and we were like,
everybody stops and goes.
Everyone stops while we were jamming, and we're like, fuck me.
It's just so heavy every time,
Yeah.
It's and when we're writing songs with the Magdalena, we often refer to a part as the Corrosa part.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's like a riff that comes through 3 rooms into your fucking room is unbelievable.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I also had, what did I have? Oh yeah, We Come in Pieces. When they did the Siege cast, they had a refrain there was wear your fucking mask and stay the fucking home.
Oh yeah, the one they did remotely as well.
Did it, wrote the song that week, and just fucking came up and bashed it out. That was awesome. We were lucky enough to be on the floor listening to them when they were doing it, but it was so fucking funny at the time. So yeah, So We Come in Pieces and whatever that song is, and Corrosa every time they play slide into that riff.
Okay, so the catchiest track, best riff, there was 2 of them that really bugged the shit out of me, in a nice way. The first one was runner-up was the All Ireland Metal project, and it was Owa Monagari. Remember that song?
Oh yeah, that's actually so fucking true.
Oh my God!
I fucking swear. Oh yeah, 100%. You're right on that.
Jesus
Absolutely.
Christ Almighty! Once you heard that track,
that was the first thing that they released as well, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
That lived in my head rent free way up there.
You couldn't escape it.
It's like catchy.
We're not knocking the song. We're not knocking the song.
Not at all. But when it gets to a level of can't sleep,
Jesus Christ!
I'm not
getting into the car the next day at work and you're going, what the fuck is stuck in my head?
One of the catchiest things ever.
Okay, so, but number 1, for the 2nd year in a row, Strangers with Guns, and it was Fuck the American Dream.
Yeah, it's very
Fuck
catchy.
the American Dream.
Yeah. Shout out to Jeff, man. He's got a talent for fucking writing some seriously catchy riffs. And that's what I thought you were on about, Daniel, the build up to it, because it's kind of nice and slow, but then when it fucking kicks in, Jesus Christ, brilliant. What happened there?
No, it's just what it
Evan.
feels like when it kicks in.
All
like,
right, okay, fair enough.
Evan's after squirting.
Yeah. I did the bottle trick.
Yeah. Second year in a row, Strangers with Guns, catchiest riff, best riff, Jeff and the lads, big shout out, man. 2 years in a row, fair folks to you. Last year was Cons, and this year, for the Metal Cell, it was Fuck the American Dream. Brilliant.